Alan.
Don't.
Turn it upside down, please, now.
Aye.
You never would have guessed, would you? That's astounding, isn't it?
That's a face you don't want to see after a 69, isn't it?
It's a real worry. Facial recognition is indeed a natural human instinct. We see faces everywhere in cloud formations and so on. Here are some little examples. Perhaps you can tell me what you think the faces are.
They're always, by the way, Jesus or Mary.
Well,
these
that's
things,
right.
Yeah. The middle one is a Virgin Mary and a piece of toast.
Actually, most people see Marlene Dietrich in the middle one.
Yeah.
If you look closely, I think it does look like Marlene. On the left,
The moon.
it's actually Mars. And people see, yes, the Madonna or something in there. And on the right, Jesus.
You can only say Jesus like that when you say the baby before.
I know, it's usually equal baby Jesus.
Baby Jeebus.
Baby Jeebus, yeah.
Oh, Baby Jeebus.
Yeah.
My saviour, actually.
You make Richard Dawkins look like a Buddhist.
One, two, three. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. But the Thatcher effect makes it difficult for one to detect inverted features in an upside-down face. Now, here's an equally famous face, but what happened to her eyebrows? Tell me.
They got repaired.
They're shaved off in a Henley count.
No, actually, I'm going to give you the points there, young Ellen. Yeah. The fact is, when the painting was painted in the early part of the 16th century, Leonardo painted a full set of eyebrows and eyelashes, and indeed Vasari, the great art critic and biographer of the Quinquecento artists, he said that they were particularly fine. He actually raved about the way the eyebrows were painted. But successive restorations had them worn off. They're now visible in X-ray, so it's provable that they were there.
So when I go to the Louvre
Yes.
to see the great work, I'm not getting my full money's worth.
It's behind glass. Could you not, paint onto the glass, just like a Groucho Marx set of eyebrows that you could,
Which was done in terms of a moustache and beard by... Marcel Duchamp did that famous little moustache, and it had a weird nickname. You have to speak French for this, but it was called L-H-O-O-Q, which, if you say it in French, means she's got a hot ass. L-H-O-O-Q. She's hot at the arse. L-H-O-O-Q. 90% of all the people who go to the Louvre Museum in Paris go straight to see the Mona Lisa, spend 3 minutes or less looking at it, and then leave the museum.
There's so much better stuff by
Yeah,
in
it's
the
very
corridor leading up to
disappointing.
it. There's
One
some
painting.
amazing shit in there.
Do you know why
Get me, I'm like Brian Sewell.
The University of Amsterdam used emotion recognition software to analyse the famous enigmatic smile.
Or
it showed...
looked at her.
Yeah. Exactly.
Emotion recognition software. I don't know, my money's on board. What do you reckon?
It shows that the subject was 83% happy, 9% disgusted, 6% fearful and 2% angry. She was less than 1% neutral and not even a quarter of 1% surprised.
Sounds like a breakdown of the audience.
Yes! Now, at exactly the same time that Leonardo was discharging his commission to make the beautiful Mona Lisa, Michelangelo Buonarroti was putting the finishing touches to perhaps his most famous work, perhaps the most famous iconic statue there ever was, the David, of course. There it is, well, 3 of them. And the David is a representation of...
David who slingshot Goliath.
King David, who slew the champion of the Philistines, Goliath, exactly. What use did he have 200 foreskins?
Shut up with your face!
Yes, my dear.
Who cares? It's a feminist dream.
He didn't make his slingshot out of it, did he?
No, he didn't.
He deep fried them and invented hula hoops.
He said calamari there as well.
There was a rabbi who saved up all the foreskins for all his the moil, the brists, and he dried them. He made a wallet out of them. Yeah, but it was amazing. If you stroked it, it became a briefcase. Hey, no! Sure.
You keep that up, kid. I'll have you playing the big drums.
Anyway, no, this is, we're biblical here. Who was David's great patron, and whom did he actually then succeed as king of Israel, king of Judah?
Saul.
Saul, King Saul, very good. Saul was, as kings did in the Bible, grew very jealous of David, although he was the one who brought him up from shepherd boy to great
I
general.
was going to say shepherd's bush. Did he come from shepherd's bush?
David Ben Jesse.
I can't slay these, Father. What are you thinking about?
So Saul grew very jealous and basically wanted him slain in battle. So he said to him, you can marry my daughter, but as a dowry I want 100 foreskins from Gentile Philistines. And he went into battle, he got 200, would you believe? Then Saul gave him his daughter Michal in marriage, which is unfortunate end of the bargain, but there you are.
But once he's got the 100, why did he then think, sure, I might
Good
just get
stuff.
another 100? You know, just in
101.
case-
Oh, come on, another one.
Yeah.
You can't. They
Why
are
did you have to
very
kill them?
Moorish.
Couldn't you have just...
They really are. They are. They're like chocolate hobnobs. You can't. Anyway, let's put our best foot forward into the final furlong of general ignorance. So be careful not to put your foot in it, but put your fingers on the mushroomoids. And where would you find the world's largest organ?
Wee, wee, wee!
Yes.
in a cathedral, somewhere like St. Peter's in Rome, maybe, or somewhere, or Seville, or some huge cathedral.
That's a good answer, but not the
sort of
correct
organ?
one.
No,
Not
that
right.
sort of- Blue whale.
I'm sorry. No, we do
6 years
mean
in a row.
musical instrument.
It's never been a blue whale, ever.
It's the world's largest musical instrument.
Rick Wakeman's house.
Is a musical instrument.
Is it a
Really big
university?
one. No, it's inside a natural phenomenon, and it's been turned into an organ.
Caves, some sort
Yes,
of cave.
in caves,
Full
and
of
this
ducks
man,
quacking.
a man with the ridiculous name of Leland W. Sprinkle, who
American, he has to be American.
yes, has made these felted hammers that strike the stalactites in the cave, and they are tuned and very, very precise.
Stephen, if you'd asked us where the world's biggest xylophone was, then I might have been able to help you. It's strictly an organ.
No, you are. I would agree that anything percussive of that kind is a kind of xylophone, though it couldn't really technically be a xylophone because xylos is the Greek for wood, and it's not wood, is it?
All right.
So, the largest organ in the world can be found deep in the Luray Caverns in Virginia. Now, what can you tell about a man from the size of his feet?
Size of his shoes.
That's not just because we thought people would say that. It's genuinely not true. Most people wear the wrong size shoes. And that sounds bizarre, but apparently that's true. Because they're unaware of how their feet
Size
change
of his
size
cock.
over the... I'm sorry that isn't true, because I have size 13 feet, but it isn't apparently true in all cases. Apparently the size of your hands is